for the Ukrainian democracy. But I will start with an anecdote from my own experience from work in Ukraine. As I arrived in Ukraine in September 2012, shortly later there were some big changes of ownership structure in the Ukrainian TV market. And I was puzzled by the sums paid for this or other channel, and I tried to figure out why this channel or this media group is so expensive to buy. And I asked my colleagues from the delegation to check how much you may earn with having a TV media group from the advertisement market in Ukraine. And we figured out that in 2012 the volume of advertisement on the Ukrainian market was roughly 460 million US dollars. So I was puzzled why someone is ready to pay 2 billion for a group which from the point of view of investor it's difficult to understand. And as I asked this question to people who were insiders to the market and to this transaction, the answer was, but you're naive, you are simply not thinking in right terms. It is not about having an investment, earning something, or making a normal operation of a normal market value. This is about having something that gives you a chance of a political leveraging. Because you may use your media in favor of someone, to protect your own interest, to attack the interests of others, to threaten someone. This is the value of having a media group. This is not because of you have a media group, but because you have other interests, or you are connected with other interests, and you may use this media in order to impact on other segments of politics. And that brings me to remarks of today, how important it is to come to the transparency on the media market and transparency of ownership in order to give to people at least a possibility to understand who is the one who commissioned this or the news, or who is the one who stays behind the group, and what the purpose this group serves in the Ukrainian landscape. And without this information, the formation of the public opinion in Ukraine is biased, because you don't understand, or you can't understand what may be the purpose of this or other formulation, or this or other focus in the media. And with this bias formation of the public opinion, and because of hiding this information about who is the ownership of the media, you distort the democracy, because the democracy is about a freedom of expression, but a freedom of expression with a sense of responsibility of what you put on the market, and that you disclose your identity as you formulate an opinion, as you impact on public opinion. Therefore, this question of the transparency in media ownership is one of key elements to the mature democracy. These people have right to access to the information, and they have to know who is behind. What is even more important in Ukraine is the question concerning mostly TV media, because a big share of population in Ukraine draws the first information from TV. This is not always the case as we have in we have to do with in Kiev, where the most active part of the population uses mostly electronic media, not so much TV. But if you go outside to the countryside, TV is still the dominant part of the dominant partner for people to understand what's going on. And with disclosing this information, you will also attack one of the key illnesses of Ukrainian system, this question of oligarchization. Oligarchization is so much responsible for all the weaknesses of Ukrainian of today and of the Ukrainian institutional setup. So for more transparency, more access to other media as well will be one of the elements to remedy to this illnesses. Second issue that should go with it is the element of creating and establishing something which refers to the denomination of a genuine public media, not state, not representing only the position of the government, but something that is servicing the generally understood public Ukrainian public opinion by providing as much as possible independent, neutral information. We will never have an ideal world. We should not live with illusions, because everyone who formulates an information already has its own grid of thinking, its own perception of the world, draws information from different sources in the time of very rapid media presentation of news. There's not always the possibility to have all aspects of an event, of a process, of a phenomenon to be put in a best way to the public opinion. But however, we have to set standards and try to achieve the standard, to come as close as possible to the standards. One element that Matthias Hutter just mentioned that is prerequisite to this good functioning of this media market is the well-functioning regulatory body. The body that is also in hands of the rather impartial set of people who represent a variety of opinion, but by representing variety of opinion, they neutralize some radical positions and allow at least to follow as much as possible what is written in the law. This regulatory body should be something of a public trust. So for everything that is connected with the work of this regulatory body is so much important and will also be followed by all friends of Ukraine and those who are helping Ukraine to withstand this dramatic period of now and to set fundaments for the future. I will not dwell on the issue that it is also a part of the Ukrainian commitment towards the European Union under the association agreement, because this is only a formal part of it, but it is, I guess, a part of a commitment of Ukrainian elite to Ukrainian people. Ukrainian is it, and it is the best way to respond to this cry of people from Maidan. We wish to be citizen. We wish to be treated and considered by those who are the intermediaries between normal citizen and outside world as well as Ukrainian elite. We have to be treated as a subject of policy. We have to be treated in a responsible way. So I very much welcome this work on this law on transparency on media ownership, and I'm convinced that with all deputies here, with Mr. Minister being here with us, with the understanding of all those who worked for freedom of media in Ukraine, this law will soon be adopted and duly implemented, because this is not only about adoption of the law, but about the implementation that corresponds not only to the letter of the law, but also to the spirit of this law. So thank you very much, and I hope that this discussion today, referring as well to the experience of other countries, will help in shaping Ukrainian minds and minds in the Ukrainian parliament towards this issue of media freedom with all its aspects, including the question of the ownership. Thank you very much.